Hello, this is David H. And today is kind of a rainy day in San Diego, which it's either rain or no rain. But it's a good day to paint. Well, I guess every day is a good day to paint. But what I wanted to do this time was I like water, so I want to do some water. And I like sunsets, so I want to do a sunset. And I like trees, so let's get started. I've already kind of got it in my mind what I want to do. And we'll take our blank canvas here and then apply our magic white all the way up and down, back and forth. Cover the whole canvas. I'm trying out a new microphone, so hopefully it'll work. It's kind of hard to say. I get involved in doing the paintings and I forget to look at the monitor over there. Sometimes it's not even recording and I'm going on and painting and just don't even notice. Let's hope we don't have anything like that today. Let's hope our microphone and everything works. Okay. Magic white. And all this is basically is titanium white mixed with a little mineral spirits or even charcoal lighter fluid, believe it or not. Works really good. And actually the cool thing about charcoal lighter fluid is it evaporates way faster than mineral spirits. Mineral spirits will keep your painting wet for a couple of weeks, where just in a couple of days your painting will dry with charcoal lighter fluid. I'm not endorsing any certain kind, like Kingsford or whatever, but I'm just giving you the reference that it does work. Choice is up to you. Okay, here we got our magic white. Thinly over the whole thing. And like I said, you want just like a thin layer of white. You don't want it all gloppied on there, because then the paint won't stick. So there. Now, if we're going to have a sunset, it just kind of figures that it's going to be dusk, or at least the sun going down, right? But I want to start with a sky, kind of light blue at the top and getting darker, like the last fading bits of blue in the sky before it gets dark. But I can't get blue too far down. Why? Because in the sunset it'll make green, and we can't have green in our sky. So I mix cerulean blue and white. Cerulean blue, titanium white. And on that same 2-inch brush that we applied the magic white, get some paint on it. Let's see, it's kind of crisscrossies, up and downs. Not too far down on our canvas now. Just a little bit right, kind of in, just above the middle. Just above the middle. Just like that. Now I want to take some Prussian blue or phthalo blue. Either one that you have will work. And because it's a dark blue, we're going to start at the top of the canvas and work our way down because it's, like always, darkest at the top. It's almost like going to try and get almost a purple, like midnight black or so up there. Midnight blue, I mean. Give us a dark sky. More of that wonderful, wonderful Prussian blue. And like I said, we'd take a little bit, just a touch of lamp black and mix it with your Prussian blue. And when I say a touch, I mean just a touch, or this will go rogue on you. And you don't want it to do that. And just the top, just the top. Let it come down and fade into Alright, that looks like a getting dark sky there. Okay, now we clean this brush and get us a new 2-inch brush. And we want to start with alizarin crimson. The reason we start with alizarin crimson is because if we happen to get into the blue, at least it'll make purple. It won't make green. So we get some alizarin crimson on our brush, another 2-inch brush, and I say right about here. Put us in some red, some good reds. And it's okay if it hits the blue, but if you do leave a little bit of white like that, it helps in the long run because it separates the colors and it makes that bright looking color like the sun setting or whatever. Okay, after we get our red, looks like a big red, white, and blue right now, huh? Clean that brush up. And get another one. Actually, probably a 1-inch brush would be better. Get some yellow. Some bright yellow or deep yellow. Or a little of both. And start at the bottom. The bottom of our red. See how it's got that pretty yellow color? Well, we're going to drag that up. Up. Keep that orange in the sky there. Keeping the yellow away from the blue. Blend those colors, mix them, get them all in there together. Get some bright yellow with maybe a little titanium white. Get you some bright yellow in there. Yeah, see, pull it up. And back across. There we go. That'll look good. Okay. Now the fun part, we get to do some clouds. Of course, everybody's waiting for that. Everybody likes doing clouds. So get us some titanium white on a good, dry, clean brush. I suggest one that's kind of like this. And let's go in splotchy circles, back and forth. Come down. Clean off our brush. Got to keep that brush clean or else the white's not going to look right. Get some more titanium white. Let's get some little circles, some kind of puffy cloud looking. See how the bright white stays at the top from your first initial pushes with the brush? That's kind of what you're looking for. Go right on off the end of the canvas. Just like that. Now let's see, those look pretty good. Now we want to do some of the clouds that are kind of off in the distance, just kind of snaking their way around out there far away. Little puffs and fluffs here and there. There we go. Now we need a little bit of shadow in those clouds because the sun is on the bottom and it's coming up and making shadows. Isn't that wonderful how that looks? It's really neat. And I know you at home are doing it too. Don't lose your confidence. I'm not saying it's the easiest thing in the world, but you get better with time. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes progress. And that's what we're looking for when we're painting progress. A little bit better, a little bit more. I fluff our clouds up a little bit. Get them on the fluff. Go back and forth. Makes them look like they're moving through the sky. Yeah, okay. And that's what we have. I think it's kind of cool. So, now we want to do some water. I want to do some water. I love water. I think water is just the greatest thing in the world. And I like to make it as realistic as possible. So I like to take Viridian green and phthalo blue or Prussian blue in about equal parts. Depends whether I want it a little more green or a little more blue. I think we're going with the blue side because it is sunset. But I want that blue green pretty watercolor. Now we have to stay away from the yellow pretty much. Not very much green in there. I want more green. But see, that's the thing. You can tell right away. And it's okay that it's right there like that. That's not a mistake. Water's always darker further away like that. Let's try this. See if we got a little more green in there. Yeah, we do. There we go. See, now that right there just helped us out. Kind of brush them things up a little bit. Like that. If you notice, it starts to look like grass. Because we got that blue and that green. Well, that's going to help us out come time to doing our trees and our bushes. That's going to help us. We like that. There we go. Looks like some grassy area there. All right, now I want to do a mountain. Not only because I like them, but because I think this needs it. Maybe at least a little one off in the background. So I'm going to use black, and I'm even going to use some of that water blue green that we had, just as long as it's dark color. And where's my metal palette knife? Ah. Well, I'll be dogged. Okay, I'm put one kind of here. Pull our paint down, and we do that because we want to pull the excess too thick of paint off of there. Now we'll get some titanium white, maybe with a little bit of yellow. Because of it being sunset. And we'll take and we'll kind of put snow on our mountains here. Just kind of let it grab. And there we go. Off in the distance there. Maybe get the back sides of the peak. There we go. We get some other color in there and maybe some rocks and crags and what have you. Alright, now, like I said before, we wanted these cool trees that we got going on right there. Try to take our fan brush, pull up. And what this is supposed to resemble is trees off in the distance, right around that mountain. The ones that you don't really see them too clear, but you see them off in the distance. Some Van Dyke brown, sap green. That fan brush. Back to our dark colors here, and let's see, try a different one. Just the corner tip of a brush kind of define some of those trees, give them some branches. That's the ones that are closer to you, that you can start to see the outlines, the fact that they're trees. And as you paint them in and they get closer, you can make them darker. See, there's just a few trees here and there. Get a couple of them close together because that's the way it is in nature. And there we have some trees out in the distance on some water with our mountain and our shores. And for you following along or at least watching, that's how simple it is. I'm just a beginner just like you. But I learned some of these techniques at one point the hard way, trust me. and it made sense to create a video. Now I want to take some Van Dyke Brown, some yellow ochre, maybe a little bit of titanium white and yellow, because what I'm creating right now is the shoreline, so I want it to look like sandy, like dirt, but not so much that it's white. A little lighter, we can go a little lighter. That's looking better. Maybe bring some land out here from off to the side. A little island or outcropping of some sort right there. Let me get this a little darker. Okay, now give it some leaves and tules. There we go. Now let's see. Give you another fan brush with just titanium white. You know, before that I want to make some rocks. Give me some black and some of that blue and some of this red, crimson. Bit of that dark color. Let's throw some rocks. Put some rocks in the water. Okay. Little sap green, deep yellow. And just touch on it a little bit there. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. See, we get some greenish color on those rocks and outcroppings there. And now we take our fan brush with the titanium white and load just the bristles and ever so slightly, not all in one line, touch places to give the water slapping up on the side of the brook. Wipe the brush off because it's going to pick up that black and brown and everything. Get you some more. And there you go. You got to give it some of that. And your rocks. We need that water around the rocks. Out from the shoreline there. That way it looks like the water's moving on across the edge there. Maybe we're going to make little things like the water's being frisky. Clean our brush up there. Now, let's see what we want to do. I want to make a lighter green. Because I think we need something right here. Bushes or land or something right here. How about we take alizarin crimson and some of that yellow. Give us a bush or some foliage. Right there. Then we take our palette knife and you want to scrape up just a little bit here and there. It makes the sticks in the bushes. Now a lighter color. Now, like I said, I wanted to do some trees. We're going to go for some big ones this time. Sap green, Van Dyke brown, lamp black. Which you want right here. Okay. Right here on that little cove we made. So let the brush make your branches. And maybe one like itty bitty right here. Odd numbers for some reason. If you stay with odd numbers with trees, it makes your painting better. I don't know why. It makes it more realistic because in nature, most plants and trees and things have odd numbers of petals. Get this dark in there. Now we want to lighten it up a little bit. Same color, maybe with a little bit of yellow, but just a lighter shade. Because we need predominant branches, the ones closer to us to show off. And there we go. See, it's not too hard, it's not too bad. And you can mix and match it and do anything you want. You can change your colors however you would like. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.